we've kind of spoken about all the playoff teams now. So let's move into talking a bit about some of the teams that sat in mid-table, pushing up towards the playoffs. First of which is Wrexham. It's been a fantastic season for them back in the Championship. Right, they've been in it before, I think, a couple of times, and they've won 4 of their last. I think 5 matches.
Yeah, they won the last 4.
They've won the last 4, but I think they lost the 5th one. They've continued their pursuit of a top half finish, beating Sheffield United in an 8-goal thriller, Preston, Blackburn and Derby. Have they kind of found their feet, do you think, now in the Championship? And is a playoff position out of the question for them or not?
I don't think it's out of the question at this point. I know what I said about Wrexham a few weeks ago. I'm still behind that theory, by the way. I still don't see it as a fairy tale. No. But they've got a really good squad. Like, when you look at it, you've got Kiefer Moore up front, who's just goals. You expect that from him in the Championship. He is 100% scoring against us in the FA Cup because he loves a goal against us.
We can hope.
Obviously Windass, but he's been linked away.
I think he's injured as well, isn't he? He's injured at the moment.
I keep forgetting Ben Sheaf joined them in the summer.
Yeah, because he hasn't really been playing like every game.
And they've obviously got your former centre-back Brunt.
Yeah, Lewis Brunt,
yeah.
Yeah, and they've got Matty James as well.
Yeah.
Connor Cody.
Didn't Matty James score against Derby?
He did. Apparently he was a screamer as well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but apparently it was a really good goal.
But no, Wrexham are going to be up there. You know, the best out of the promoted 3.
Yeah, I would agree with that at the moment. You can't deny it.
Well, I just thought I'd hint.
We'll get onto the side you like later. We'll get onto Birmingham later.
But no, I think they've been really good. Especially when Phil Parkinson was under pressure.
Yeah,
he was under pressure a few weeks ago, and now he's turned it around, and they're only looking up at this point.
Yeah, and I think when they was in League One, when they got promoted, they struggled right at the start, and then eventually they came good, and they obviously went up. A similar situation kind of happened in the Championship, I think, where they've come up, struggled a little bit, had needed to adapt to the league, and I think they've adapted fine. I think you can well and truly get playoffs, 100%, because the gap is, I don't know how many points.
4
I
points.
think it's 4 points. That's doable.
Because I know we're 4 points behind. That's how I know.
So yeah, that's 100% doable. I don't know. What are you guys' opinions on if Wrexham going? Obviously, they're kind of.
I wouldn't want them to go up this year. Partly because I think next year they'd be really uncompetitive because I think they need a year in the Championship to build. But I also think it just wouldn't be good for football if you can get 4 promotions or 5. Is it 4? 4 it would be.
Yeah.
If you can get 4 promotions in 4 years, that's just bad for the competitiveness of football.
Yeah. Well, it is easy when you spend a crap ton of money.
Yeah, but with the FFP rules, I thought this is what they're meant to stop.
Yeah, but it's gonna. If they get to the Prem, they're not going to be affected by it, are they?
No.
That's the thing. They're taking a massive risk, and if it pays off, they don't get through these FFP stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas other teams will.
Yeah, like us. Well, moves on nicely to talk about my team, Leicester. It's been up and down few weeks for us. We've lost 3 of the last 5, but won the other 2, including a win against local rivals Derby. We also beat West Brom in the last minute of the match in front of a rather empty King Power because fans boycotted against the owner.
Did you boycott? Or?
I did boycott.
Missed the goal then.
Yeah, but it's not anything about the playing squad. It's not anything about the manager. It's about the owners. Yeah. So the whole point, because people who weren't boycotting, who still love the owners, are saying, well, your boycott didn't work because we won the game. That's not the point. I wanted us to win the game 10-0. If I could choose, we'd win it 10-0, because I want us to win even if I'm not there. My whole thing was we got to make a point against the owner because he's not...
Personally, for me, in my opinion, I'd never boycott because I'm there to support the team.
But that's what some people have said, and I don't disagree with that argument. And I found it really difficult. I've not missed a home game that I could have attended in 4 or 5 years. So for me to miss that, it was a lot. But I just think the issues off the pitch are so big at the moment that it outweighs that. And the thing is, the boycott is not being led by the fans. It's being led by the owner because he's not been at a game for 2 months. That's the thing. The one thing I don't understand is if you're a King Power advocate here watching this, your owner has not been at a game for a month. How can that be an owner you want to manage a club? He's not been at a game for a month. He's put out an interview talking about how he wants more kind of honesty amongst fans and stuff. And then as soon as he's put out that interview, he's attended one game since, handed out some cuddly toys, and not been seen at a game since.
But yeah, the biggest thing for me was the whole Chris Davis stuff over Christmas. Yes, results haven't been great for Birmingham, but they were never going to be up there. Realistically. I know their fans will cry about that, but the reality is they were never going to be up there. And it annoys me when fans hate on a manager, say they want him out. But yes, winning against Coventry is impressive, but they all love him again. Can you see where I'm coming from?
Are you saying you think Birmingham fans are entitled?
Yes.
That's my title written for me. There we go.
Yes,
Birmingham fans,
I'm sorry,
you're entitled.
They are. And I've said it before and I'll say it again multiple times. I've proven them wrong. The only thing that has proven me wrong was Damari Gray.
Yeah, and I was proven wrong about that because I said that I thought he was going to be crap,
the only thing
and he wasn't.
I've been proven wrong about. Everything else I said at the start of the season is coming to tuition, and yeah.
Right, is that your rant over?
Yes.
Right.
Who do you want to rant about, Rhys?
I don't know. Birmingham City, just to say, I don't really care about. I don't really mind. Do you know what I mean? So like.
Have you ever thought about Birmingham before?
No.
Yeah, didn't think so. Don't lose sleep over them. Not like this guy. Right, Tondereka at Southampton side had one of the more disappointing few weeks out of anyone, really. They've not got a win in 6, although they have played the top 2 in the league in this time, Coventry and Ipswich, as well as some other competitive sides. What do you think's the hope for Southampton this season now? As in, where do you think they could hope to finish? What kind of region?
Mid-table.
You think that's it for Southampton?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think initially when what's his name? I can't pronounce his name.
Tondereka.
When he came in, he was like, "Oh my god, like there could be something here." And since I think they've won 4 games in a row, and since then it's just been downhill. I don't know. Do they go and get someone? Because is he still down as interim, or is he permanent?
No, so he's got the permanent job. I think as well, if you look at it with the point you just made about him, I think the reason why is the players, when they were under Will Still, absolutely despised Will Still. Yeah. And now that he's gone, I think they were just playing for anyone else. And now that he's been there for a while, they don't really care anymore.
So that's more of a player issue, that's the thing.
I think it is.
I think it's more kind of defends Will Still a little bit, where it wasn't wholly down to him, although, yes, he takes blame as well. But the players, if you're just switching on managers like that, then yeah, I think a lot of it's down to the players. I think that kind of whole squad needs to just be cleaned out, I think, because I think a lot of those players have been there for quite a long time now. When they're up in the Premier League, when they're in the Championship before, I think they should need to literally just wipe that squad clean and just kind of go again. I think a mid-table finish, I think they can do. I think, they just don't look convincing at all. They just don't look convincing.
I mean, what I said about them, I said the other week that their season's over. Like I said a few weeks ago.
I defended them as well at the time.
Even the comments were like slating me for that.
I
just didn't.
I still think it was fair when you said that it wasn't, but I think the longer it's going on, the more
I didn't see the. It was obviously a manager bounce.
Yeah.
It was 100% a manager bounce. I think it's just going to be mid-table for Southampton. I do think they have a squad that should be top 6 fighting. Especially the Brazilian geezer. I can't say his name. I can't say it's Cienza.
Cienza.
Cienza. That's it.
Yeah, he's good.
I couldn't say it. They have a top 6 squad on paper.
Yeah, for sure. But then so do we. So do some other teams near the bottom. Yeah, we do. We do. We'll move on because we've still got quite a few teams to discuss, one of which is Sheffield United, who've won 3 of their 4 games over the festive period, this week's match against Oxford being called off as well for a frozen pitch. It's been a better few weeks for them and they're starting to push up towards the top half. If this form keeps up, what do you think their limit is?
Just getting in that top half. I can't
do you not think they can really, if they keep this form up, do you not think they can make a playoff push?
They need a mental run for playoffs, I reckon, at this point.
You think? They're not massively far off points-wise. Not massively.
Yeah, but then you've got to hope loads of results go your way over the next few weeks, and I just can't personally see that.
You can't? No? They're only 11 points. No, sorry, 9 points off the playoffs. That's not that much.
Yeah. Like that, but again, like, it's not as straightforward as that. That's the thing. Like, I do agree. I think it's mid-table for them. But look, you never know. I say they need to have they need to go on 9 to 10 games run wins, and I just don't see that happening.